Right now at 10, the year of the worker. That's what Governor Evers is calling 2024 during his State of the State address.
And new information on a Juneau County homicide case.
Plus, band extravaganza. The school district of La Crosse bringing 5 schools together for a concert.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
We're learning new information tonight about a Juneau County homicide investigation.
The Juneau County Sheriff's Office found the body of 57-year-old Floyd Burdick in a Mostyn Trail parking area early Thursday. Police said Monday they'd arrested 2 people. Now a new criminal complaint names 2 suspects tied to the death of a victim known as FAB. The complaint's timeline matches when Burdick died. In the complaint, Donald Dahlberg is charged with first-degree intentional homicide, arson, firearm possession as a felon, hiding a corpse, and bail jumping. The complaint says Dahlberg went to a residence with the intent to kill FAB at his home in Kildare. His bond is set at $1 million cash.
Meanwhile, Dahlberg's accomplice, who you see there, Crystal Toomer, has also been charged with arson and mutilating a corpse with the intent to conceal a crime. She was released from custody on bond, but then broke terms. Her new bond is set at $50,000 cash. If convicted, Dahlberg could face life in prison, while Toomer could face 12.5 years. La Crosse police have identified the man shot to death inside a Farnham Street home last week. Police discovered 61-year-old Brady Fredrickson with multiple gunshot wounds Thursday. The accused shooter, Alan Fry, faces a first-degree intentional homicide charge as well as possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Fry is accused of killing Fredrickson, his stepfather, after an argument over a coat. La Crosse police believe Fry is also connected to a house fire that same night on Denton Street. Fry is currently held in jail on a $750,000 cash bond.
Snowmobilers in the Coulee region are going to have to wait a while to hit the trails again. Warm weather has melted snow on the trails, forcing them to shut down. La Crosse County sent out an email this week indicating the trails will be closed, and it's unclear when they will reopen. The closure comes just days after they opened for the season. Ron Kendhammer with the La Crosse Snowmobile Alliance says the organization is trying to save the snow. Okay, and with that, we're going to send it over to weather because the snow is melting. It's getting...
Yeah, we got the fog that's going to be dealing with the factor tonight as temperatures remain above freezing with the moisture. We also got some wintry mix, but we do have a dense fog advisory out for southern areas. And once again, this moisture could actually cause some problems with untreated roads as temperatures get down to freezing. Look out outside right now. Visibilities: Toma, Black River Falls, 6 to 5 miles of visibility, with across similar type of conditions with a little bit of haze out there. Further to the west, La Crescent 10, but as you go to Ridgeway out further to the west, they're down to 3 miles. So we're starting to see some of that visibility drop, especially as you go north and east towards Rapid Falls, and those areas are down to 3 miles already. Current temperatures overall, once again, above freezing, and we're kind of holding right there, and that's the problem overnight, that we will see temperatures fall just a little bit below. We do have some moisture that's going to be increasing for tomorrow, which will bring a little bit of wintry mix to southern areas, but not for Eau Claire. They'll see the fog potentially in the morning, patchy, and then more cloud cover throughout the day as temperatures get up to 33. Maybe a little light wintry mix in the afternoon. La Crosse may see some of that late in the morning. Once again, very light, but we'll be dealing with the fog potential as temperatures really just barely budge up to 35. So later on, we'll break down what we're going to see with the precipitation coming up Thursday, which we got another round, and the temperatures there afterwards, and maybe when we'll see the sun eventually again, which hopefully will be soon, but still ways off.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Greg.
Well, Governor Evers says 2024 in Wisconsin will be Year of the Worker. Evers delivering his State of the State address tonight in Madison. The Democrat applauded bipartisan efforts in 2023, like increases for shared revenue, workforce housing, and road improvements. And he says more should be done. Evers applauded Wisconsin's current record-high participation in registered apprenticeship programs. He says he'll build similar programs to try and address teacher and nurse shortages. He once again is proposing 12 weeks of paid family leave and long-term investments in keeping child care costs affordable.
If a kid no longer has child care or a parent can't afford it, someone's going to have to stay home with them. Folks, lack of accessible, affordable child care is a statewide workforce issue.
Evers called on Republican lawmakers to free up the $125 million already in the state budget to address PFAS contamination. And he also celebrated that new legislative maps are coming to Wisconsin after the state Supreme Court said the current ones are unconstitutional. Evers says the state needs non-gerrymandered district maps to reflect the will of the people.
When elected officials gerrymander themselves into safe seats, they can comfortably ignore the overwhelming majority of Wisconsinites who support common sense policies like Badger Care expansion, red flag laws, and expanding paid family leave.
Now, lawmakers tell me state Republicans are springing to action at the 11th hour tonight. Speaker Robin Vos says he has no problem with the legislative map proposal that the governor submitted to the Supreme Court. Assembly Republicans may even pass Evers' maps. Those maps would still allow a Republican majority using current information, but would also increase the number of competitive districts. Republicans could pass that proposal to avoid the possibility that the Supreme Court might draw less favorable districts. Those consultants hired by the Supreme Court are supposed to review all the submitted proposals on February 1st.
State lawmakers are visiting La Crosse today to discuss a new statewide tax plan. The visit comes as Republicans in the legislature are making several tax cut proposals. The proposals include a child care tax credit, an expansion to the marriage tax credit, a middle-class tax cut, and retirement income exemption. Representative Nancy Vandermeer explained how the middle class will benefit from this proposal.
The provision provides broad-based tax relief by expanding the amount of income that is subject to income tax in the second tax bracket. That equals an average tax cut of $454 per filer.
Representative Lauren Oldenburg says in total, the proposals would provide $2.1 billion in tax relief to Wisconsinites.
A Chippewa Falls School District official is on administrative leave. The Chippewa Falls Area Unified School District is investigating Tim Johnson. He is the Executive Director of Human Resources and Public Relations there. In a release, the district says a news report about Johnson's financial conduct while employed at a different district triggered the investigation. The district says Johnson's leave is not disciplinary and officials are still gathering all the facts.
Congressman Derek Van Orden visiting La Crosse today to tour the Civil Air Patrol Squadron headquarters. It's a volunteer-based auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force and provides aerospace education, cadet programs, and emergency services to the Coulee region. Van Orden spoke with the squadron's leaders to learn more about what they need to be successful. He says the Civil Air Patrol is an important program for the area.
Not only is this a program that allows younger people to get introduced into STEM careers, but it also teaches them leadership. And I love the model because they take you from essentially a junior enlisted person to a senior officer within the cadet ranks, and that teaches you everything, how to take care of yourself to how to take care of other people.
Van Orden adds he'll be going back to D.C. to explain to his fellow congressmen why programs like this one should continue to be funded.
Tonight, the school district of La Crosse hosted its annual Band Extravaganza event. Every year, students from grades 6 through 12 come together for a musical showcase. This year, over 500 students from 5 different schools performed. One of the highlights of the evening was the grand finale, where all 550 students came together to perform the iconic 1812 Overture, which was conducted by Professor Martin Gaines of UWL, who currently conducts the wind ensemble there.
A look at the New Hampshire primary so far.
Yeah, Donald Trump projected to win, but all eyes are on the margin between him and Nikki Haley.
Have your own 5-star experience at Dahl Auto.
Walt never smoked a day in his life, so when he developed a bad cough, we never thought lung cancer, but that's what it was. What gives a non-smoker lung cancer? A friend suggested we check the house for radon. Sure enough, it was high. We've had it taken care of now, but I wish we'd known sooner. Walt died 4 weeks and 5 days after the diagnosis. If you haven't had your home checked for radon, do it. Do it for your family. No one should lose someone they love because of this.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through the end of January, rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store to redeem later just like cash. Start earning now on new resealable deluxe mixed nuts or whole cashews, $17.99. Rewards members save an extra $2. And 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Easy Scoop cow litter, 2 for $14. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
CBS News projects former President Donald Trump has won New Hampshire's primary. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley will come in second, but all eyes are on the vote margin between those two candidates as Haley vows to fight on.
CBS News' Skylar Henry has the latest from Manchester, New Hampshire.
CBS News projects former President Donald Trump has won the first-in-the-nation primary in New Hampshire, following his 30-point victory in last week's Iowa caucuses.
Well, I want to thank everybody. This is a fantastic state. This is a great, great state. You know, we won New Hampshire 3 times now, 3.
Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is the only Republican still challenging Trump for the party's nomination. She worked to pull in independent and anti-Trump voters.
With Donald Trump, you have one bout of chaos after another. This court case, that controversy, this tweet, that senior moment. You can't fix Joe Biden's chaos with Republican chaos.
Haley's main super PAC expects she'll stay competitive through Super Tuesday in March, when the greatest number of states hold their nominating contests. And things could change between now and then as Trump's legal cases play out. CBS News exit polling finds New Hampshire Republican primary voters divided on whether a Trump criminal conviction would make him fit for the presidency.
Trump has too much baggage. He's got indictments on him. Who knows if he gets the primary and wins the primary, he may wind up in court in jail.
Exit polling also finds an electorate unhappy about the economy and immigration.
Look at the fentanyl coming in the country. Look at it's the crime in our country. We need to secure our country for our kids.
The last 4 winners of the New Hampshire GOP primary have gone on to be the Republican presidential nominee. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
Now, President Biden did not put his name on the ballot for the New Hampshire Democratic primary, but CBS News projects he won anyway thanks to an aggressive write-in campaign.
The first official primary for the Democratic Party is on February 3rd in South Carolina. Boeing to pause production on popular commercial plane model. This after a door blew off a plane earlier this month.
And we're dealing with fog, dense fog potentially for a couple days, along with some precipitation, including some winter and mix. I'll time out that and whether it will impact your travel and when we'll see the sun next. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Menards has everything you need to give your bathroom an updated look. Check out our great selection of Dakota vanities. They feature generous interior storage and a variety of styles and finishes to choose from. This 24-inch Monroe vanity is only $119.99. Dakota closets are the solution for when it comes time for upgrading storage. Menards carries a great selection of Dakota closets that are perfect for any space. Right now, get this wooden closet system for only $324.95.
Save big money at Menards.
News 8 Now presents Center Stage, powered by Maury's. Now, what we want to talk to everybody about is the Center Stage program.
Maury's is proud to partner up and really support nonprofits in our community.
A lot of these places don't have a budget to advertise with. So Maury's stepped out and said, we're going to donate this time and we're going to let the community know.
We have 7 great stores that are participating, and which is all in the Cooley region. So there's a lot of opportunity to help these nonprofits.
And we'll see you on the next Center Stage, brought to you by Maury's.
It's happening this weekend. The King Furniture 72-hour mattress sale with incredible deals on the most comfortable mattresses. Take 10% off every mattress in our store. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Get your choice of a plush or firm therapeutic hybrid queen mattress for just $9.99 and get free delivery too. The King Furniture 72-hour mattress sale this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
New windows can give you a whole new view of the world around you. Call today for a prompt free estimate from the Board Store Home Improvements, 782-8877. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Boeing will pause production later this week at the facility where its 737 MAX 9 planes are built.
The company will conduct what it calls a quality stand down at its Renton, Washington factory on Thursday.
In a statement, Boeing says the pause will be used as a day employees can take part in a working session focused on quality control. This is the first of several planned stand downs Boeing will hold at all of its commercial airline factories and fabrication sites. It says during those sessions, employees will also collaborate on how quality and compliance can be improved and create actionable plans. On Wednesday, Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun will be on Capitol Hill to meet with lawmakers.
Boeing has been under fire recently following the January 5th incident where a door plug blew out during a flight on an Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 plane. Thankfully, no one was injured.
Well, the region could see an influx of fog-like conditions later this week. Let's get the latest from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we're going to have fog. This is definitely a setup when you get warming temperatures and snow melt, and then you combine that with moisture too coming up from the south. It's a recipe to have several days of dense fog, especially in the area. So we're going to deal with that somewhat tonight. Then fog throughout tomorrow, may not be as dense in the afternoon. Light wintry mix that's going to come up into some areas. Better chance southeast of I-90. Even if you do get some of this precipitation, it's going to be fairly light too. The main story is probably going to be the fog and cloudy conditions once again. The second wave is really Thursday night. That could start off as a little bit wintry mix and still some areas of fog. This has a better chance of getting more widespread light rain or drizzle. At least it'll turn to that in the late morning to early afternoon. And then before it wraps up, we might see a brief change back over to snow. Once again, not expecting a lot of snow with this, but that's kind of what the time is. And then fog could continue for the next couple days after that. It's all because of these systems beginning to pull north, and that's what we're seeing. But there's not a lot of cold air behind it. It's really just warm air and moisture being pumped up with these frontal systems. There's your fog advisory we just spoke about. That's till about 9 a.m. This may be expanded. Other areas will see patchy, dense fog. This won't be the only area right now. But once again, any moisture could refreeze on surfaces as some of these temperatures will be near freezing. As I spoke about, here comes this next wave of little light precipitation. Once again, in the early morning hours, there might be pockets of it. Very light, but still something to keep a note of. By noon, we should see a lot of temperatures begin to approach freezing or above, 35 or the mid-30s. So I think afternoon hours, not showing a lot, but we still could see some sprinkles, drizzle, occasionally still some fog. And then in the evening hours, once again, as the temperatures fall back down, again, some of this moisture that's just sitting there, we could see it refreeze once again on surfaces through Wednesday night. The next wave is the one that we're really watching that's going to spread precipitation Thursday morning. You'll see that brief round of changeover potentially in the morning from rain, snow, even freezing precipitation coming through noon as it works its way northward. Once we get past about noon, it all should begin then to change over to rain for most of the area. Maybe some areas far east of Eau Claire up to Ladysmith might see a little bit of snow with that. We might see a brief changeover for some of the areas as we get closer to Thursday evening, but you see it begins to wrap up, push east, and we'll probably still be dealing with fog going into Friday morning. So we're expecting a lot more rain probably Thursday. Once again, amounts would be light, and there is that opportunity to see a little bit of wintry mix in the morning before we change over. So we'll keep track of that. So we got some opportunities to impact some commutes, but icing still the main threat for tomorrow is further to the south yet, much less there. As we go towards the ice potential, a little bit less than for that system because it's more rain to snow, but still there's that opportunity in the morning, especially as you go further north and east, to get a little bit of glaze going Thursday morning. Once again, we'll keep an eye on that and time that out. Snow, there's really not much to be expected. You might see a little bit of ½ inch of snow. And if you're looking for sun and warmth, that's coming next week. This huge ridge out to the west going to pull that jet well to the north. We could actually see record temperatures if everything lines up. That means 40s, potentially low 50s as we go next week. But for tonight, we could see once again fog, dense in some areas as you wake up. A little bit of light wintry mix maybe goes up into some of the areas further south. Tomorrow, more off and on fog, and the potential is for some very light wintry mix throughout the day. And then as we go into Thursday, that's another opportunity, probably a better chance to see some of the precipitation, especially some rain, and then fog maybe potentially into Friday and Saturday. Before maybe the sun finally comes back on Sunday and next week. We'll see if that happens. But you see the temperatures mid-40s potentially by middle of next week. That is conservative. There's some things, indications are going into the 50s.
Wow, no kidding.
So it all depends on how much snow's gone and if we have fog in the morning and all that. But it's no cold air probably for the next 2 weeks at least.
Wow.
We're really above average, aren't we?
Mid-20s, so that's going to be about 20 degrees average when we get there.
All right.
Quite a difference. Thanks, Greg.
Yep.
Coming up next in sports, big-time heavyweight matchups tonight on the hardwood. Plus, 2 of the top 10 teams in Division 5 went head-to-head, and the only 2 teams in the MVC without a loss also squaring off in Onalaska. Rob's got the full breakdown next.
Underage tobacco and vape sales are on the rise in Wisconsin, but are they actually underage? There's a legal loophole contributing to the rise, frustrating lawmakers and retailers. The effort to fix it Thursday on News 8 at 6.
Ashley's 48-hour super sale is happening January 28th through the 29th. For 2 days only, shop in store for exclusive deals on living room favorites delivered right on time for the big game. Plus, pay 0% interest through January 2029. Only at Ashley.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine Fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that's made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Get 2.9% financing for 72 months plus up to $2,000 in total savings on a 2023 Ford F-150 only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Celebrate the new year in style with your home improvement company. Make 2024 the year that your dream bathroom becomes a reality. Enjoy up to 40% off your entire bathroom project installed in 1 day or less. And enjoy 0 interest, 0 payments, and 0 down until 2025. Our certified professionals will ensure a worry-free installation backed by material and labor warranties. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Call now to schedule your free consultation. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Ashley's President's Day Preview Mattress Sale is here. Right now, you can get early access to Mattress Hot Buys, your choice, just $6.99. Plus, save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com to shop the President's Day Preview Mattress Sale today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
We had some big-time heavyweight conference matchups on the hardwood tonight. We're going to start in the MVC with 2 of our biggest rivals going head-to-head. Let's go to Onalaska. Hilltoppers hosting rivals Central. Both squads with perfect conference records so far. Something's got to give. First half, Riverhawks junior Frankie Wilk gets red hot from downtown. Back-to-back threes puts Central up 7. Hilltoppers climb back in a big way. On the break, it's Noah Chenault to Evan Anderson. He banks it off the window for 2. Onalaska up 4 at the break. What a wild second half off the miss. Anderson drawing the contact, putting it in, plus the foul. Hilltoppers go up 5. Riverhawks rally, though. Wilk again knocking it down. +1, a 4-point play. And then it's Henry Meyer putting Central back on top. 7-0 run. Riverhawks go up 2. Hilltoppers answer. Other end. It's Anderson again weaving through traffic. A game-high 27. Home team back up 4. Can Central respond? Yes, they can. Peyton Strittmatter splashes home the 3. It's back to a 1-point game. Hilltoppers hit right back. Ian Cole, high-arcing 3. You bet. Onalaska extends its lead to 6. Riverhawks try to claw back. Meyer puts in 3 of his team-high 24. That cuts the deficit in half, but the Hilltoppers begin to pull away. Great passing leads to this easy bucket from Chenault. Hilltoppers hang on in a thriller. They win it 63-54. 2 top 10 teams in Division 5 clashing in Cashton tonight. Undefeated Eagles hosting conference rival Royal. This one as good as it gets. First half, Connor Butzler through the contact. +1, Eagles in front. Royal not going anywhere on the inbounds. Ty Wilds finds Tucker Wilds, who goes right to the hoop, off the glass and in. Panthers trail by 1. Later in the half, Eagles now down 1. Butzler finds a wide open Brady Hemmersbach. That's good for 3. Cashton back on top. To the second half, Brett Hemmersbach is going to find Noah Hemmersbach. That's another Cashton 3. But the Panthers had it rolling. Carter Upna, spin move, somehow gets this one to fall, plus the foul. Royal hands Cashton its first loss of the season, 59-57 in overtime. Cooley Conference clash at Luther High. Knights hosting rival Westby. It's the Norsemen with the hot hands early. Ross Densleen lets it fly from just inside the arc. Splash, Westby with the advantage. Later in the first, Luther fights back. Sinclair Bias left alone in the corner for 3. Book it. Knights go up 2. A few moments later, Logan Barr with no hesitation. He's going to bury the long triple with a man in his face. Luther storms ahead by 5. Back and forth they go. Caleb Johnson finding his stroke from beyond the arc. Not 1 but 2 big threes within the span of a minute. Norsemen pull in front again. But Bias and the Knights came out running and gunning in the second half as they take down Westby 61-54. Girls action tonight. Let's go to CFC. 15-1 Pirates playing host to Arcadia. Both teams off to a hot start. Isabella Holzer draining one from deep for the home team. Other end of the court now, it's Madison Grochin from the 3-point line. Raiders go in front by 1. But the Pirates, they steal it right back. Nothing but net from Emily Mann. CFC in control. And the Pirates not letting up. Holzer with another. Pirates pull ahead by 9. CFC not slowing down one bit again. It's Mann putting it in. Pirates improve to 16-1. They roll past the Raiders 64-47. Let's drop the puck at the Omni Center. Onalaska Co-op hosting the Avalanche tonight. Second period, Avs already up 2-0. Owen Hain with the puck behind the net. He tucks it between the post and the pad for the goal. Avalanche lead it by 3. 3 minutes later, Avs on the attack again. Centering pass finds the stick of Hain. He lights the lamp for the second time in the period. It's 4-0. Onalaska looking for an answer here. Parter Likey on the breakaway. The defender slips, goes top shelf for the score. That cuts it back to 3. But later in the second, puck is thrown in front of the net. Calvin Gilbertson cleans up the mess. That makes it 5-1. Avalanche hang on for the win by a final of 6-3. I'm still waiting for my teammates.
Hey.
I love it. Here
I
they
was
come.
mesmerized by the hockey highlights.
There we go.
Yeah,
I want to just mention, I left a few things out, national stuff.
Yep.
Seems like the Bucks got their new man, Doc Rivers.
Yep. Multiple
Big
reports, yeah, absolutely. Veteran coach.
Wisconsin men's basketball, big win over rival Minnesota.
2-point win over the Gophers tonight.
And
in
Joe
the barn.
Mauer, Hall of Fame, first ballot. We'll get to that stuff tomorrow, though. A lot of local stuff.
Absolutely.
That takes precedence.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be right back with the weather.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through the end of January, Rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store to redeem later just like cash. Start earning on 40-pound bags of wood fuel pellets, $4.99. Rewards members pay just $4.79. New Blaine's brand washer fluid, $2.49 a gallon for Rewards members. Plus, Chick Days are coming. Order yours in-store or online. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With a family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Get 1.9 financing for 66 months plus $2,000 flex by cash on Bronco Sport. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Wow, forest berry fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Here's our problem. Without the hearing aids in, she can't hear the low frequencies, so she doesn't hear me. I don't hear the high frequencies, so I don't hear her. It was a perfect setup, but we had to interrupt it. We had time, and we were coming down Main Street, and I turned in.
It's not like you're going to strangers. It's kind of family-ish. To come here, you feel like you belong with them. I just think it's very comforting that they're a family business.
Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. By Goff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call By Goff and Rohde.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
It is a question that has dogged researchers for a very long time.
And me. Why do dogs wag their tails?
Is it because they're happy, as some people suggest, or is it something else? Well, animal researchers in Europe have released new findings that propose a different theory.
They believe evolution was key. The researchers studied wolves and dogs and found historically wolves hardly ever wag their tails. But when dogs do, people react in a positive way.
So over thousands of years, people were likely attracted to dogs that wagged their tails and wanted to keep that trait when breeding took place.
The scientists say they want to do more research on their findings. The study appears in Biology Letters Journal.
All right. I didn't really think about it beforehand, but
I like that research assignment, though. Just look at dogs and make them wag their tails all day. And
that's a pretty fun task.
Yeah. All right. More weather now after this.
Telling the stories of our community. We're always on and where you can find us. News 8 Now. Expect more.
Hy-Vee hot deals are burning hot. Hy-Vee pasta, just 88 cents. Honey Crisp apples, just 98 cents a pound. And Hy-Vee Angus Reserve sirloins, just $5.99 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Listen, your deodorant just has to work. I use Secret, aluminum free. Just swipe and it lasts all day. Secret helps eliminate odor instead of just masking it. And hours later, I still smell fresh. Secret works. Oh, yes.
Life doesn't stop for a cold.
Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste. DayQuil Honey. The honeylicious daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head fever, power through your day medicine.
The wet food cats ask for by name.
News 8 Now presents Center Stage, powered by Maurice. I'm Peyton Danowitz with News 8, and today I'm joined by Carol Abrahamson about the Mississippi Valley Conservancy.
The Mississippi Valley Conservancy is your local land trust. So we protect land here in the Driftless area. We help landowners protect their own land, work on restoration projects. We also have programs that get people out on the land. We can always use help.
For more information, you can visit MississippiValleyConservancy.org.
Ho Chunk Gaming Black River Falls presents Matt Stell. Don't miss this multi-platinum country artist live February 16th.
Stell with opening act Mason Dixon Line. $35 tickets include $15 free rewards play. Available now on Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Matt Stell February 16th at Ochuck Gaming Black River Falls. Must be 21 or over to attend.
Save every day with Hy-Vee Perks prices. Fresh Express Garden Salad. Hy-Vee Perks price $1.48. Chicken breasts. Hy-Vee Perks price $2.48 a pound. And 5 pounds of potatoes. Hy-Vee Perks price $2.49. Sign up for Hy-Vee Perks.
All right, we got the dense fog to deal with tomorrow, some wintry mix, and then more probably dense fog going to Thursday with more precipitation. But after that, we'll deal with fog, and hopefully the sun comes out by Sunday. But notice the temperatures, they continue to rise through next week, and 50's not out of the question sometime next week either.
All right. Thanks for joining us at 10.
Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.